Jai Shri Mataji. We are going to balance the 3 channels to prepare for meditation. First, we will raise just the center channel 7 times, with the right hand and left hand resting on the lap. Just the center channel, raise it 7 times, please. Now we will take left to right. Left hand open, right hand brings the left side up over the head and pushes down the right side 7 times. Then we take up just the center channel once more. Raise it 7 times, please. And then we shall take the right channel up and push down the left 7 times, please. And finally, we will again take the center channel up 7 times. And now let us raise the Kundalini all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will do Bandhan also together slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
श्री गणेश अथर्व शीर्ष।
ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवुत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात्। त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमिष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवः स्वरों गणादीन् पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादि तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण रुद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारः पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नादसन्धानम् संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निःसृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणम् अच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृतेः पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः गणाधिपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री अनाहतचक्रस्वामिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। यं 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 खं खं गं घं घ्नं चं छं जं झं न्यं तं थं त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शिवा पार्वती साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। सच्चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं सच्चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं सच्चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं सच्चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सीताराम साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। जय रघुवीर समर्थ जय रघुवीर समर्थ जय रघुवीर समर्थ। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री दुर्गा माता जगदम्बा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। जय जगदम्बे 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 मां। जय जगदम्बे 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 मां। जय जगदम्बे 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 मां। जय जगदम्बे 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 मां।
You hold your breath 3 times and think in your heart that I am the mother of the universe. That's all. This has to be corrected. There's a problem there, that's why. Unless you correct this problem, the attention, not only the attention, but even Kundalini goes there. So you have to correct that thing, which I noticed yesterday. You have a centered heart. But you have come to Sahaja Yoga now, few days back, it will get corrected in no time. Right? You have to put your right hand towards the photograph, left hand here. And you have to hold your breath. All of you can do it. Hold your breath. And say Jagdamba, Jagdamba, Jagdamba. Now you are holding the breath. So how can you say? You have to think. Now leave it. Again hold it once more. Put your left hand, right hand towards me. Good. Now leave it. Again hold it. Now leave it. All right? That's why. May God bless. According to the calendar, this year there are 10 days of Navratri, not of 9. 9 are the days in the night when the goddess had to fight the demons and to save her children from the effects of negativity. On one side, she was ocean of love and compassion, and on the other side, she was protecting them like a tigress. Because the times were such that nobody could meditate, nobody could take the name of God, nobody could think even of self-realization. But those who are sitting here today, you have been there also in those days. And you were all saved for today, for this day, so that you can achieve your self-realization. The form of the goddess in those days was not Maya Swarupi. She was in her real form, and that created a great awe even among the disciples. So the question of giving them self-realization was not there. First of all, they were to be saved. So like 9 months, the mother has to keep the child in her womb for these 9 months, or you can say 9 yugas, 9 times. You all have been saved properly, and on the 10th month, you are given your birth. Also, this birth is always after 7 days of 9 months. So we had to wait for some time till it matures. Now the 10th Navratri today is to celebrate actually the Adishakti. So today we are really going to worship the Adishakti. On one side, the Adishakti is Mahakali. On the other side, she is Mahasaraswati. In the center, she is Mahalakshmi. And also she is the Amba, the one who is the Kundalini. But she is also beyond that. She is Parashakti. She is beyond all the powers, because she is the generator of power. So she has to be beyond all that. So today when we are worshipping her, we have to worship her in all these forms. So you understand that the 10th day that we are having Navratri for the first time in the calendar is because today is the day when we are worshipping Adishakti. Adishakti was never worshipped before, never. But this time when I went to Calcutta, I told them that we better worship Adishakti today. And they were surprised why today Mother is asking for Adishakti to be worshipped. So when I went back to Pune, they told me that Adishakti, as you know, is the Saptashringi. Means the one with 7 peaks. She rests on the 7 peaks, means on the Sahasrara, on the seven chakras. She rules all the 7 chakras. They told me that when we had the puja in Calcutta. Same time, that's the only time when those who follow Saptashringi, which are very few people, all of them come there. And there they come, first of all, the people from her mother's side come down. So the mother side of the Adishakti are regarded as Vaishnavites, the one who follow Vishnu. So they come first there to worship her, and then the father-in-law side, that is Shiva's side, comes in, Sadashiva's side. That's exactly that time when we had the puja. They have these two groups together to worship. So now we have among ourselves people of two types. One are, we can call the one who worship Brahmadeva on the right hand side, and the people who worship Shiva on the left hand side. Both sides have to meet at a point, and that point has come, that we have to worship the complete integrated form of all these powers which has manifested within us. Now when they say there is only one God, all right, there is one God. But one God has got a head, he's got his liver, he's got his stomach, he's got his nose, he's got everything, just like as human beings are, because they say so, that God made human beings in their own image. So then he has different parts in the bodies, and he has to run those different parts. And for these different parts, he has to have deities, and these deities are to be understood. And unless and until you understand and worship those deities, you cannot awaken those deities within yourself. But they all are part and parcel of the Adishakti, are completely under the control of the Adishakti. Yesterday you heard about the powers of the Adishakti. It's like a tortoise takes his whole body inside his shell. In the same way, I have withdrawn all these powers within myself. I mean, you cannot discover them easily. You cannot find them out easily, except for these modern cameras which are trying to cheat us. They are the ones who are giving my forms and things to you. Because there is light in these vibrations, and when these vibrations are emitted, you start seeing them in these cameras, even if they may not be very sensitive, but somehow people catch it. There have been so many miraculous photographs, as you know. One photograph you must have seen where Sri Ganesha himself is standing behind me. Now you don't see anyone standing just now here. But you don't know what's happening. And this is what one has to understand, that we have entered into a new realm of God's magic. And his magic works in so many ways. Of course, sometimes you also get lost because of your previous problems. You get dragged down. You get tempted. Sometimes you get also dominated by negative forces, and you fall down. And this is a very sad thing that should happen to any sadhaka, because perhaps you do not know your past, and you do not know how you have struggled, how you have worked hard to come up to this level. And after coming to this level, if you do not try to go higher, then either you'll be stuck on the same place, or maybe that you may be thrown down. So for you to know that you are a Sahaja-yogi, you are not a wife, husband, mother, father. You are a Sahaja-yogi. Like I am the Adi Shakti. Like that you are Sahaja-yogis. So my main job now is to give realization to others. And because all my relationships are already fixed properly, I don't have to worry about any deity, about any god. They all work out very efficiently, everything. Now the description yesterday, as you read, of the goddess, that her hands were throwing all the arrows with such a speed that as if one felt that she was dancing. It's a fact, no doubt. But you don't see that. You cannot see that every hair of mine is like an arrow. And it works so tremendously. But to you, I am just sitting here quietly, just like you as you are sitting. But it's not so. It's something much more. Now when they show a lion or a tiger as my vahana, then you have to understand that they show, actually they are. Actually they are. It's not that they are symbolically, actually they are. So the dignity of a tiger, I have told you many a times how dignified it is. Because I sit on him. He's so dignified. If he has to eat the meat, he'll kill one cow or anything, eat the meat, leave it for others. He's so dignified. And once a month he eats. So even to get a vahana of this kind, this was to be evolved from amoeba stage to this stage. Otherwise he would not have been here. In the same way, you are evolved. And in you are all these vahanas also there. And they work out very quickly all that you want. You desire something. You'll be surprised immediately. You'll find it works out. You ask for something, immediately it works out. But there should be a complete dedication in Sahaja Yoga. When I say Sahaja Yoga, you know that is the yoga of your attention with my feet. That's what it is. But if you are still moving with your egos, and if you are still thinking on those lines, that we are something and we can start our own Sahaja Yoga, we can work out this way and that way, or my wife is like that, my child is like that, my husband is like that. You have to give up all these problems on one side. Otherwise, you will not ascend. It was not difficult for me to give you realization because you are just ready for that. But to keep your light on, you have to work hard. Now, tiger remains at its own position. It doesn't change. Lion remains at his own position. And they are all available all the time in their own position. All the devatas and gods are in their own position with their own qualities. They are there. Nowhere, none of these gods are described that they give you moksha, except for the goddess. She is the only one who gives you realization. Because she is in charge of all the 7 chakras. She holds all these 7 chakras, and on these 7 chakras she can work it out. So there's a big history, evolution of all those things, even in the Virata's body and also in you people. So you have to cope with it. If you cannot cope with it, then it won't work out. Now the problems we have in the West, as you know, are stupid problems which are not suitable to any surgery. Attachment. First they were not attached to their wives or to their children, now they are attached like glue. I do not say you give up your children or your wife, but your attachment should be with Sahaja Yoga. Once the blessings of Sahaja Yoga comes to you, they will flow to your children, to your wife, to everyone, to your country, to the whole world. Now supposing this is the attachment, a very simple electrical thing. So if its attachment is not to the mains and anywhere else, what's the use? It cannot give electricity to anybody else. It's a simple logic that you should be attached to the source of energy first. Simple logic. And then that energy can flow to others. If you yourself are not attached to that source of energy, how can that power flow anywhere? It's a simple thing we do not understand in Sahaja Yoga. And so our attachments start getting rusted and we don't understand what has happened to us. You are not attached to the main source. And that's the only attachment you need. And then the whole thing will flow to the other end. So we have these kinds of attachments. Then we are attached to so many miserable things we like, which make us miserable. For example, we are attached to, say, some sort of a stupid entrepreneur fashion. We are attached to it. Whether it is in such culture or not, we are attached to it. And all these attachments are not to the source of joy, to the source of knowledge, to the source of energy which ascends you. This is the reason why our situation of collective ascent is poor. Now the Adishakti's work is to give you realization first. Second is to give you life, to comfort you. If you have physical problems, she will look after you. She'll go all out. If you have mental problem, she'll try to solve it. So she is a comforter. She gives you the comfort. At the same time, she protects you. I have seen many people, even now, get frightened very soon at the slightest thing. Why should you be frightened? There's a tiger standing. You can't see him, maybe. Today might be in the picture. And your mother is so powerful. You have to understand how powerful she is. This is the understanding is not in your heads. Sometimes your wives are more powerful or your children are more powerful. When you know that your mother is so powerful, and she is your mother, then you should be absolutely secure. And then things work out. I'll give you an example of one gentleman whom I met in Madras. Once, not many years back, about I think 2-3 years back or so, was such a seeker, immediately recognized me. And then he went down to Bombay, posting was there, and he received a letter saying that his mother on deathbed. So he went down. The doctor said that she has a galloping cancer and she is going to die in no time. He knows my mother is Adishakti. He just took my photograph, sat before me. He said, Mother, I have nothing to say, whatever you think proper for my mother, please do that. Just he said so. It's connected. They said 3 days after she's going to die, 3 days after she got out of the hospital. He took him down to Bombay, showed him in a hospital, in cancer hospital. They said she has no cancer, nothing, she's completely cured. If the energy is not allowed to flow, you are still worried about your wife, you are worried about your house, you are worried about your children, worried about this, about my children, my house, my wife. This my, when it drops, then I can work. But it should not be taken that I am saying that you become ascetics. No way. No saints were ascetics. They all had wives, they all had children. But all their attention was at the lotus feet of the mother. As Guru Nanak has said, that a little boy is playing with his kite. The kite is going all over. And he is talking to his friends, joking, this thing. But see, the attention is on the kite. There's a lady who is cleaning her house with a little child on her waist, and she's cleaning the house and grooming it. She's doing everything, but her attention is on her child. Then there are ladies in India, as you know, they have 3-4 pitchers filled water and they walk with both the hands like this. They know how to balance it. They're talking to each other, laughing, making fun, pulling legs. But the attention is on the pitchers. My attention is always on your Kundalini.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव